Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Sturgia Vanilla Plus series. You join us here after fighting many wars with the Northern Empire. We are going to clear out a hideout that is on our lands, but first, let me go ahead and thank the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadow Fighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Yes, Pfeiffer. We have a lot of new channel members, and I'll show you a few things. So I have inserted Pfeifferton here, and McCallion. I guess we're gonna call it McCallion. I don't generally just like to name the towns after, like, I don't just put the channel member's name. You know, I like to make it a little bit more interesting. But we are going to send in our, let's go bloodletters. Let's take Moses with us as well, and then we'll take the Elite Berserker. And then some more berserkers. Actually, let's take the guys who need to level up. Take those guys in. There we go. We'll take these guys in, clear out this hideout, and then I'm not sure what we are going to do after that. Ooh, a little bit of lag there, actually. Pretty surprising considering how stable and smooth the vanilla has been for us so far. Definitely going to be doing a world conquest in this series because it's so much easier to do on this map than the other map. I kind of feel like the throwing weapons in this in RBM have been nerfed quite a bit. At least that's how I feel. I feel like I'm hitting a bunch of javelins when it's really I'm just not doing anything at all in terms of actual damage. But yeah, I love that we have enough channel members where I'm actually starting to, like, sort of run out of towns to name after people. JT, I also did get you into the companions as well. Thank you, sir, for that channel membership. But let's roll right into the episode. Coming soon to the channel, 1440p uploads will become a thing. It's just a matter of when I can get a monitor. I gotta wait till I get my next paycheck, and then I will get these settings all figured out and everything like that. And then there may be like one day without videos, or maybe not even like that week, but like maybe the next week after, because I tend to record ahead just a bit. But yeah, there might be like one day with no videos, but probably not. We'll probably be able to keep up with the schedule. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't edit shit, so it's really just raw recording time is the only time that I actually have to take. But yeah, I'm excited to bring a lot higher quality to the channel. Most of you are still probably going to be watching them in 1080p, but the thing is, when you upload something in 1440, it gives it a lot better quality overall. There we go. We have killed another there. They have 4 bandits remaining. I think this spear looks so much better, honestly. Yeah, it looks way better than the... God, my guy is like... Oh, no, we are overtaking them. But, we have a decent, like... We have decent combat skills on this character, so we really shouldn't have any problems with fighting some bandits. I have been really enjoying the multiplayer live streams. I hope you guys have been enjoying those as well. Those are still going to keep coming every single Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and those should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I cannot wait to bring 1440p to the channel, because even though most of you guys are still going to be watching this stuff in 1080, whenever YouTube scales down the video to 1080, it still retains the higher bitrate, and that really helps out a lot with quality. So I'm going to be very excited for that, and I hope you guys are as well. You're going to get some crystal clear. I know most of you guys say, wow, your quality is amazing already, you know. But I've been doing some talking with Shadow Fighter Pro, and we both decided that we're going to upgrade our setups at the same time, pretty much. He's getting his on Wednesday. I think I'm going to get mine on the 9th. Oh, he actually killed me. Wow. That is the first time I've lost a hideout in a very long time. He just he caught me with a stab in the face. We've disgraced our clan. Damn it, dude. I really wanted to clear that out. That's unfortunate. We should get our health back, but I guess not. We did hit a level up though, which is very, very nice. I'm going to put it into scouting because map movement speed is very, very important. And putting that point into scouting, well, actually here, let me, yeah, see, here's the problem. I have 5 endurance and I only have 2. Yeah, I'm going to put this into riding actually, because we need to get this 225 riding perk right here. And I think it'll just be easier overall to get that. We're going to need another 2 level ups for that. But yeah, I definitely over invested into the medicine skill. And the, yeah, a few other skills, but that's okay. Generally, I shouldn't have put so many points into intelligence. I should have put some into endurance, or cunning. But yeah, we're all good. We're still gonna be able to conquer everything. It really won't be that hard at all. Let's see. What do we want to do? Oh yeah, let me show you the town. So Mike Galleon there, and then Pfeifferton, and then we also have Shadowpia, which we just took, and then Jertaville, which I don't know if y'all noticed, but if you take the first 2 letters of that, that's for JT there. I thought that was pretty clever on my part. Yeah, our biggest contenders for fights right now is pretty much going to be Valandia, and I'm not looking forward to fighting Valandia. We haven't fought Valandia for such a long time. And there is a reason. We are down to 5 kingdoms, though, or 6 kingdoms. We have taken out Britannia, and we are working on taking out the Northern Empire. They are very, very weak indeed. It looks like we actually have picked up a few clans, but we will have to see how it all goes. I mean, the Northern Empire and the Southern Empire have a lot of clans. Valandia has a lot of clans. Aserai has a lot of clans. The Northern Empire, though, especially has so many mercenaries there. We can't declare war on them as it's only been 5 days since our last war with them. But a war with the Southern Empire would probably be a good idea. Just all really depends on whether we want to sacrifice the... Ooh, that was a really big army of... what's it called there? Looters. It all just depends on whether or not we want to sacrifice a bunch of influence to start a war with them. We're gonna upgrade the forum as well, and then we'll upgrade the fortifications eventually too. We'll give them some more. Yeah, their loyalty is looking great. This is the one thing I really do love about vanilla, is the towns actually balance out so much quicker than in the modded game. And I think we will take on that looter fight. 231 looters. That is going to be a really easy fight for us, but it'll be fun as well. Uh-oh. Game crashed. Un momento, por favor. I'm not going to cut this video. I'll just reload the game. Give me just a second here, guys. Huh, that's interesting. It has been quite a while since we've actually had the game crash on us. I haven't had a crash in like I want to say, ooh, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a little while. I do apologize about that. We'll get the game back up on the screen here in just a moment. There you go. It's back. Hopefully we have some auto saves to use there. I do save at the end of every episode so that if I need to go back to it, I can. I do have you're about to see my fucking shit show of saves here. Yeah, it's a shit show. But yeah, we do have an auto save, so that is very nice, and it's only 5 minutes ago. So that'll actually be before we confronted the hideout, maybe? Yeah, who knows? But I have an auto save go off every like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, so that is very good indeed. And I noticed some of y'all were actually enjoying the oh no, it was after. Son of a bitch. But I noticed some of y'all were actually enjoying the Space Marine series. I'm really glad that a lot of people are enjoying that, because Like before when I started posting it on the channel, it was like 40, 30 views, you know, and that would be like over like 2 weeks. And I was like, ah, that kind of sucks. I really like that game. But now that we have some more people watching it, it is much, much easier to continue to do a series like that. I mean, that's technically a better shield. Yeah, what the fuck is up with this? 1500 hit points? Like, they need to rebalance how shields work in this mod, but besides the point. If we get rid of all this, it's gonna cost them an absolute ass load of money. Yeah, like $953,000 ass load. All right, well, you know what we can do? We can take all these horses. We can take literally every mount they have. And then we can sort by the most expensive items. And we can just take these until they can actually afford to pay us. There we go. Now we're set. Let me give back one of those items. And maybe 2 of them. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind going negative 7,000. And then we can... yeah, it's fine. I don't care. We can go to the keep and open the stash, and then we can stash all those goodies there for when we need them. Yeah, that's a better shield. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. 19 cut, 29 cut, or 21 cut is pretty good there. But yeah, we did swap that out, and let's see here. Oh, I still need to sign the point unbjorn. I am gonna put it in the riding skill. Well, okay, I'm at 137 here, and I already have 3 points invested. Let's put it in the scouting skill. I just need to okay, it looks like my learning limit's 130, so I need to, every point that I get, I need to put it into cunning, and hopefully that'll be still enough to achieve that there. Ooh, this is really, really solid right there for them. And then once they get forced labor, you want to turn them into a governor. That's basically the ideal way to play. Because forced labor is just like literally the best skill a governor can have. And we'll upgrade all this junk here. Leave it on festival and games. And then we will head down to Shadowpia. Hopefully if we... actually going to drop a save here real quick. Sturgia? 24. Oh, that's 30. 20, 25. God damn it. 24. There we go. Took long enough. I'm just fumbling today's episode, aren't I? But we will stop off at some of these towns here. I think we're getting a herding debuff. Yeah, we are. Oh, well, somebody ran into those looters. Hopefully I can make it over there quick enough. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why they kept engaging them. They were just hoping that I was gonna come over and help them. All right, we'll actually fight this battle. How many of them are left? Okay, that's fine. Let's just put the archers up here.
Move out! Arrows! Onwards! Foes! Loose formation! Mounts! Get moving! Warriors! Move! Infantry! On me! Put men forward!
Those guys in a shield wall. All right, now let's go get some riding skill. Or some skills here. I have been lacking in the actual fighting department for quite a while, so I want to get back to that. Throwing these off horseback is, by the way, the most effective way to level up the skill because it's based on damage. Well, not when you throw like that. There you go. Got through a few of them there. Tell them to engage here. We mostly have archers now, so they should be doing some good work. All right, let's pull out our spear here. There we go. Getting some damage and kills there. We need to get the cut through everything mod. The only problem is I don't know if it works with this this version of Bannerlord. It would be interesting to know that. I'm gonna dismount here and fight with my men. There we go. We have massacred them. Done in the cav. Now we'll just tell everybody to charge.
Everyone!
Everybody, line formation. Everybody charge. There we go. Should be able to take out those last couple of guys here. Yeah, you're not going to be much on there. I think we'll probably wait till the next war comes in. Simply just because of... there we go. We're getting a lot of berserkers now. Very, very nice. A lot of Ulf Rangers upgrading there as well. Elite is going to go to the berserker. Let's get a few more cavalry, but I don't want to get too many more. And then we want to leave these archers alone because we actually have like way too many. We need like 50, but I I guess I accidentally got too many there. And I think we're over the yeah, we're over the... I can get rid of the Midlands palfreys. That may help the herding problem. Saddle horses, workhorses can go. Sturgian natives need to go as well. Probably just get rid of all of those guys. That has fixed a lot of our herding penalty. Get rid of those guys as well. We're still at a pretty decent sized herding penalty. Don't really want to get rid of the Cantarian Chargers and the Chargers because these guys are like drastically more expensive. We have an Omar Charter right now. Those guys are pretty fast. Although with all that horse armor, it's still relatively slow. I guess we'll get rid of some of the Revel Chasers as well. Let's get rid of all of those guys. We still have a herding penalty. Good God. And we still have a herding penalty. Jesus Christ. I guess we have a lot of horses. All right. No more herding penalty. Herding penalty is gone. All right. Well, we had to dump off about 400 horses there into the wilderness. So hopefully that doesn't affect the local flora and fauna. But yeah, if we could take Kar Benseth, I don't know. Do we want to fight a war with the Vlandians right now? Because they are getting really, really strong, and they've actually made their way over onto the Aserai territory. I feel like eliminating the Northern Empire first might be a good idea, just because they have 3 castles here along the northern side here, and that would completely isolate our Goron there. I don't know. Should we isolate them and then take them out? That is the question. That is always going to be the ultimate question. What are we going to do? That is definitely the question that we have to ask ourselves at this current moment. We did take some of the Khuzait lands. Fighting the Khuzaits was a bitch and a half, though. They're very, very tough to beat. So I think we should move to take out the rest of the Northern Empire. I think completely eliminating them will be the ideal way to go. And I don't think I'm going to take any territory past this river here. Simply just because it makes it a lot easier when you don't have to go across rivers and things like that to deal with stuff like that. Oh, they have 500 defenders. That's actually quite a significant amount. We can take a pretty decent sized army. I'm going to leave some of the smaller parties alone and we'll just take the bigger parties. There we go. That should be enough to conquer all of the lands that we are attempting to take here. We have plenty of food. Morale is good. Food variety is a bit down though. Maybe we should go stop off at this big town up here. There we go. We have collected some new food. Yep, there we go. Food variety is back up there. And we do have an army forming right here for us. We are making an exorbitant amount of money, which is insane. I'm thinking we want to actually like maybe up the wages here because we are making so much money. We could probably up the up all the towns to 2,000 and then up the castles to 1,500. I think that is I know that's like way overkill, but I don't know. I like being a very powerful faction. It's a lot of fun. Yep, we'll leave that there. Up you there. Grabber's Gorge going up to 1500. Send on 2000. Legetta 2000. Rotate 2000. And then Moses can go up to 1500. And that shouldn't even come close to wiping out our daily wages. And if it does, we can always adjust it back down. It's not ever really too big of a deal to do that. You know what's funny is when you bring these guys into your army, you're actually what's it called? You're gaining influence because you have clan members in your army. It's kind of funny how that works. All right, well, that is everybody. We have 1,200 men. I think that's going to be bigger than any army the Northern Empire can assemble. And also on top of that, we have left a decent amount of parties for everyone else to go conquer whatever they wish. All right, let's go ahead and start the war here. We're going to raid the village, continue here. We're going to stop the raid, and then we are immediately going to go over and siege this castle with 509 defenders. Everyone's going to be a little bit mad at me, but we don't lose. I mean, you lose like 150, 200 influence, something like that. So it's not really that big of a deal to actually take those losses. And we can take on the Northern Empire before they have a chance to actually replenish their forces, as they don't even have a viable town at this point. And we can just do the standard tactic here of building 4 trebuchets and then putting them away here. Even if all the lords come to confront me, I don't think they have enough. Even if every single noble had their max party, I don't think they have enough troops. Just because when you lose a town, as the ruler of the town, generally how it works is they get some perk points that are perks that make it so that when they own towns, they are much more powerful. All right, we basically have taken out all that stuff there. Sacred Majesty, what is this? Yeah, we don't have a great relationship with Ragavan, so I think I will do that. I mean, it's only losing us 0.5 influence per day, and we are we're gonna start losing some influence, and we're making more influence than any other clan is. So we just need to take out these catapults there and then go on to lead the assault. I probably should have dropped a save there since we did have that crash, but I feel like it was kind of a random crash to have. All right. We are gonna go with the. Oh my God, we have 208 fucking archers. Holy shit. That is a absolute ass ton of archers. We'll go ahead and start it off here. Take the archers, put them into loose formation here, and then we are going to spread them across the whole entire map here, I think. I mean, yeah, that works right there. We're just going to send up all of our archers. Look at how many archers we have right here. This is insane. A lot of them Drew's Nooks here. You can see some of the Drew's Nooks there. Some more of them, some Empire troops, and then mixed in with a smattering of our own troops here. Looks like the archers are back onto the, they're actually using the roof there. Kind of cool. This is a really cool settlement. I'm definitely going to give this one away to the AI lords. It will help out with our overall kingdom strength, and we will get a nice view. And here comes the pain from all of these archers. Listen to my symphony. It is glorious. Yes, they don't have cover, and yes, they are taking a large amount of damage, but the amount of archers, like, we just outnumber them so heavily that we will be able to de-archerify these walls very, very quickly. As you can see, we've taken out a majority of the archers on the wall already. They have some fire bombs over here. I might actually go over there and try to use some of those. That might be an interesting strategy. Yeah, and you do tend to lose quite a bit of archers, but you also kill more than you lose, generally speaking. Yeah, once your infantry get up on the walls, you start to equalize that out really, really quickly. I kind of want to go grab some of them fire bombs once we get up there and take them for a ride with their own siege equipment. And like, yeah, you could say, oh, well, you should just put your archers in cover, but having the, I guess I just took a screenshot. Am I taking screenshots? That's weird. I've never seen that before. I don't know, maybe I was pressing another button. Okay, well, we won't use alt to look at everything now. Yeah, I guess I was taking some screenshots there. I don't know what I was pressing to make it take screenshots. But now you're gonna see all of the we'll go F10 mode here, and you can just listen to the amount of you can just see the amount of arrows that are gonna be flying in here at these guys. I'd be curious to see if any of them actually go to grab those fire bombs. I don't think they will, but yeah, we have quite a few guys shooting at these boys up here. Actually gonna move them right here like this. That way they can more effectively support everyone here. Actually, we could even move them like this as well. That way they are able to more effectively support. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. There you go. We're gonna scoot the archers up a bit. That allows them to put the pressure on these guys on the walls. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take ourselves up the walls here. It looks like they need some serious help here, so we will give that help to them for sure. All right, these guys, I'm gonna tell them to fire at will, and then I'm gonna tell them to go shield wall. Oh, you don't belong here. Take him out there. All right, let's get ourselves up the ladders here as quickly as possible. Come on, boys, get up off those ladders. And the archers are definitely going to help us with wall penetration here. There we go. All right, we are finally on the ladder now. All right, there we go. Yep, we are starting to get some good push through here. All right, we just needed the weight of numbers there. And we have overwhelmed their infantry. They are completely and totally overwhelmed now. Should just gotta pack through these the last couple of guys here. And I'm actually gonna move to take out the archers here. Taking some throwing weapons into the side there. Hold that for me. Oh, that one did not go well. It's actually an advantage to have him in here because he can't swing his axe. There we go. We just de-shielded him. Dis-shielded him. Oh, well, we just stabbed straight through his shield. We have one throwing weapon remaining here. Let's go ahead and continue pushing through the wall here. Hold that for me. Can actually stack these guys up here. And trade hits with this guy. We can shield bash him. We can kind of just face fuck him with our shield here. Oh, saved his life there. And we have taken him out. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody to charge now. Everybody to fire at will. There we go. And now I should be able to make my way up here to take out the rest of these guys up here. I don't know if there's actually anyone up here, but we will have a look-see. I'd imagine there would be. This would be a really, really good spot for archers. Oh, just one. Oh, we'll go ahead and take him out. And let's stab him in the foot here. There we go. He's done. And we can see our men overwhelming the last of the enemies here. There's some guys still up there fighting in close quarters combat. And then there's some archers here about to feel the pain. See, if I was holding that gate, I would put my archers along this back wall. And actually, if I was just holding this whole settlement, I would just take all of my archers and line them up along this back wall, just because of how effective that strategy would be. And once we gift this castle off to another lord, it will be much easier for us to gain relationship with them as well, because we can vote for who we need to vote for. 62 renown, 58 influence, 17.9 morale, and 37% of the loot. And remember, our faction's ruler is getting a bit old, so we may end up actually taking over. Oh, and looks like we don't actually have any mounts to upgrade to cab, but that's okay, because we are not primarily a cab force. We are an infantry force. The standard of wrath here, I'm going to definitely equip that. I love that standard there. I like the one in this mod, at least, that gives your shields 25% more health. That one is very solid as well. And we won't claim that one, but we will go ahead and move out to take the next castle all the way over here. We have plenty of time in this episode to take at least 2 of the castles. Probably could take 3 as well. We can grab a few more parties here that haven't been swooped up by the rest of the kingdom, and we will make our way downtown all the way over here. We could end up fighting a large field battle. This is a lot of their lords there. Oh yes, I need to actually vote for that. Let's see who has the, okay, -20 with Fafin, so voting for him would be a very solid idea. That will get our relationship up with him all the way up to 29. And it won't even lower our relationship that much with the other lords. So we have a few more parties coming in here. Let's wait for those parties to arrive, and then we will move to take out the rest of the north. Oh, looks like they're sieging that, so we might actually be able to eradicate them completely in the at the end of this episode. All right, we can go to the dungeon. We can donate some prisoners here, and we will donate all of these prisoners here. Very nice. And once we leave, go back in. There's probably going to be some more prisoners in there. Okay, maybe not. But that is perfectly fine with me. We are just waiting on Roland to arrive here, and he has arrived. So we will make our way over to the last castle that is not being besieged. And I think that is the remainder of the Northern Empire's territory. Taking them out would be a huge boon for the faction overall. It eliminates one other enemy. And I would be very curious to see how the map starts to evolve after that. Let's see here. Yeah, 2 experience to all troops per day. We're going to give you a point in stewardship, and then we're going to give you a point in social. Why not? Sounds perfect to me. I would like to get a mod that just gives you the ability to recruit more companions. I think that would be... oh, they have 781 defenders there. Wow. Only 1 lord. Wow, that is just... I guess a lot of infantry? That is quite interesting. Garrison is 440. Militia is 308. And then they have a lord in there as well. All right, well, I guess we are going to besiege this castle here. They do have quite a few troops, so I think it will be much more important for us to actually not commit, but what is that word? Commence. Yes, commence with a very good siege plan here. The standard, you know, building all of the trebuchets here. There is actually, I feel like they might bring an army to try to fight me, but I don't think they're going to be able to, is the unfortunate part for them. I don't think they have the troops to do so. We've actually got quite a bit done in this episode. And like every episode from now on is pretty much just going to be taking territory and assessing and deciding who we are going to take out next. Is basically going to be the rest of the playthrough until we either have a civil war or we have some kind of other interesting conflict. But I will continue it on as I'm having a ton of fun with these Viking style Sturgians here. And they actually only have 3 days of food, so I'm actually going to move to starve them out. That will be the easiest way to do that. All right. They're asking for some... and we may end up actually cracking the walls here. I don't know why we can't hit that one catapult that keeps shooting us, but I guess we can't. There it goes. It's finally gone. We're gonna have to build up some new siege engines here, but we build them fast enough to where they can't really break them efficiently. Yeah, trebuchets is definitely the way to go for taking out siege defenses. Now their walls are cracked, and we don't actually even need these siege towers. There we go. And we're just waiting for the garrison to drop down to 0, and it looks like it has. All right, we may now lead an assault. The siege towers actually aren't going to do anything here, so we can just go ahead and move those to reserve there. But we do have another point in engineering. Let's see here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, +5 experience is really solid. Yeah, that will help out a bunch with our troops here. And we do have quite a few upgrades there. We'll get a few more berserkers, and then we're going to go all infantry there. We are going all in on the infantry. Let's go ahead and lead an assault. 1,200 versus, I think it's actually 1,300 versus 300 here. And we need to assign some more lords to the infantry here. Wow, you have a really good range influence. I'm actually going to stick you with the archers there. You also have a decent range influence. You also have a decent range influence. We'll stick you with the infantry. We'll stick you with the infantry. And then we will stick you with the infantry, good sir. I need to kind of balance this out a bit. So everybody has 3 now, except for the archers who have a shitload more. I want these guys to chill for a second. Yeah, chill, guys. I don't even think they're going to take the battering ram just because there's so many loose formation. Oh shit, hold on. 0 line formation, and then archers loose formation. All right, we need to decide which side we're going to hit here. I think we're going to hit the left side. They do have their infantry over here on the left. I'm going to take the archers and deploy them as so. Let's try to get them deployed across here. I'm going to deploy them like this if I can. That would be ideal. Yeah, I would like to move them back though. Let's try to get them through this gap here. Okay, it looks like we can deploy them like that. That'll be good enough. All right. Okay, shield wall. Move forward. And we'll get a nice view of these boys pushing up here. They do have a significant amount of infantry over here to confront them. I'm going to tell these guys to fire at will here in just a second. And they are making their way around here. All right, boys, go on in here. Breach through the walls. We'll tell them to engage as well. All right, now we need to send these guys in over here on the left. Let's go ahead and put them in shield wall. Tell them to fire at will here. And let's get these guys through the wall as well. Let's put these guys in shield wall too. All right, we're going to tell these boys to engage and fire at will. Tell these guys to fire at will and engage. And they should both make their way through the walls here. It appears they do have a decent amount of men there fighting. We are doing quite well over here, though. All right, let's go. I think fighting on this left side is going to be a lot more fun. Engage, please. Hold on a second. What the hell's going on here? Okay, we're all good. All right, we have dismounted ourselves here, and we are starting to engage their vanguard here. Pick these guys out. There we go. Finally took him out. Good lord. Sure took a while. I wanted to come onto this left side and fight because it had a cool little vibe to it. We're gonna have to push on through all of the troops here. It is going to take us a minute to get through here. This siege should not last for very long, I wouldn't imagine. All right, there we go. We are breaking through these guys here. Let's pick this one guy out here. There we go. We have taken him out. Let's see if there is any other troops in here for us to fight. It doesn't really look like it, but there is some archers up here on the walls. We'll go ahead and block that there. Yeah, 53 damage there with the spear. Take him out with our sword. Our lovely Highland blood blade. What the fuck? Broad blade. There we go. Words are hard sometimes, folks. But we are breaking our way through the underside here. Oh, okay. he just fell down right there. Oh, we can grab a firebomb. That is quite interesting. I will definitely use that. Oh, okay. Well, let me try to grab it again. Hold that for me, bud. Oh, that's my favorite thing to do, man. I wish the AI was more aggressive whenever I was inside of a settlement. That would be really convenient for fighting more sieges. Thank you, archers, defending your lord. There we go. We have taken them down. Overhand strikes and stabs are going to be the way to go to take out these archers here. And I'm not sure if there's any more up here, but let's go get a nice view of this. There's 33 men left. There may be some archers here up at the top, and it doesn't actually look like there is, but we have conquered the settlement here. Look at all these lovely archers out here. We hardly lost anyone. We only lost 44 men there. That is quite solid indeed. They do have the catapults they could have thrown down on us, but thank God we did not have to go through the I guess the siege engine still got pushed through. Interesting. But yes, we have conquered this town, this castle here. This is actually a really cool settlement. It's like a L shape almost. If I would have been defending this, this would have gone a lot better for them, but you know, hindsight 2020. Let's tell them to charge now. And they should split up and move to take out the remainder of the defenders here. Just a few left here. It looks like an Oath Lancer killed an Oath Lancer, which means somebody fell off the map or fell off the walls there. That's okay though. 12 renown, 15 influence, 4 morale, and 22% of that sweet loot. That is what we love to see, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to capture this guy here. We'll take all of these prisoners, even though it's more than we can carry. And let's go ahead and get all of these lovely upgrades right there. Yep, I know we're over the prisoner limit. Thank you. Appreciate the heads up there. We're gonna show mercy, and then we're going to decline to accept this. And I think that should be it. No? Oh no, they didn't end up taking that castle. I guess we'll have to go over there and take that in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. We have taken that castle though. Let's see who we have a really low relationship with. Okay, we'll give it to Yorig here. Very nice. We want our faction to be strong overall, and spreading around the love when it comes to that is a large army over there. I think some of them will be I don't think they really have the influence to even contest me here. I think they're just kind of screwed. But yes, that will be a fight for another day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a pleasure doing it for you guys. Let me just overwrite that save. Yeah, there we go. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I do apologize about the crash, but try my best here. I didn't want to cut the video. It's such a pain in the ass to edit that stuff together and then render out a new actual video. But yes, thank you to the channel members: Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Appreciate that, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there. Peace out.